politics ruin, or rather control your whole life, man, you're gonna be a miserable person. Straight up. And unfortunately, that's where we're at. A lot of people are consumed by this. And it's driving them crazy.
All right, what is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Jerice back at it with another episode of
Real Talk.
And good news, good news. Kyle Rittenhouse has been found not guilty in the murder of 2 white males and the injury of 1 other white male.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
But for some strange reason, there are a lot of black people upset.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I know, a white guy shoots 3 other white guys, and there are black people upset saying that this is racist and a promotion of white supremacy. It's fucking weird. But here, let's take a look at the verdict reading first before I get into me breaking down the black people that are upset at this and explaining why black people are still, well, most of them are fucking still mental slaves. Like, they're literally mentally on the fucking plantation, but we'll get into that.
Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the 5th count of the information Gage Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Members of the jury.
Hey, they're in here with no mask. What is going on here? I need you guys to all put on your mask. You guys are spreading COVID. This is a super spreader event.
Are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read? Would you wish the jury polled? Okay. Okay, folks, your job is done. And
Breathe, Kyle. Breathe.
Just about 3 weeks ago.
No, like, seriously, though, I do feel bad for the kid, because I'd imagine being in his position and seeing all the shit that's being said about him, all the news organizations calling him a white supremacist and racist and blah, 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 like, and, you know, him being detained for X amount of time. I understand. This would be rough. If I was 17 going on 18, I would probably be the same way, too. Like, holy shit, my life was literally on the fucking line. Like, they was about to lock me up for a good hot minute. But I mean, he dodged the bullet, so I bet them 2 other dudes wish they dodged the bullet. Well, actually 3, shit.
And I told you it could last 2 weeks and 2 days. This is 2 weeks. This is 3 weeks. You were a wonderful jury to work with. You were punctual. You were attentive. And
my man's is shaking.
Who had a very difficult job of
But to be fair, this is a kid. Like, at 17, 18, I was still a kid. Shit. So I feel you, bro. I feel you. You are young. Like, your life is literally just beginning. You're probably about to have a pretty good life after this, after all these defamation suits that you can probably go for with all these major news organizations defaming you. But hey,
keeping from discussing the case during the time that they were sequestered as well. All of you, I couldn't have asked for a better jury to work with, and it has truly been my pleasure. I think, without commenting on the verdicts themselves, just in terms of your
yep,
the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you. So I dismiss you at this time. You're never under any obligation to discuss any aspect of this case with anyone. You're welcome to do so as little or as much as you want. The media have requested, a number of media sources have requested the ability to talk to you, and they have.
And that's just to try to make these jurors feel bad about the verdict that they gave, because most of these media companies, they're liberals, they're leftists, and how dare you not vote guilty on this white male killing 2 white liberals, because that's what it really comes down to.
Have been allowed to present presentations to you that you'll get in writing, and it's entirely up to you whether you want to contact them. They are not to contact you. If anyone does contact you, and just tell them you're not interested in discussing.
All right, so now that that's out the way, right? All right, let's come over here to this dumbass. So supposedly some guy claiming to be Jacob Blake's uncle, which started the whole fucking Kenosha riots. Apparently he had a lot of words to say after the verdict was read. And keep in mind, this is a black male, or these are two black males. And keep in mind, the three people that Kyle Rittenhouse shot, they were all white. Keep that in mind. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, he has a few words to say about how this is an attack on our democracy, because January 6th, because they're still rolling with that narrative, because that's what the masses on the Democratic plantation told me to say.
We're joined by Justin Blake. Justin, I know that this is not the moment that you expected or hoped to see, but what's your reaction for our audience back in Chicago who is hearing this, and to the larger community here in Kenosha? What do you want them?
So Justin Blake, Jacob Blake's family. They said it was Jacob Blake's uncle, but I've already heard that was deconfirmed already. Pretty sure he just said that to get some screen time, but it is what it is.
To know.
Assalamu alaikum, family. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Everybody, please take a deep breath. What we saw here was a terrible, tragic injustice. These young men were trying to support my nephew, Jacob Blake, who was...
But were they really, though? Were they really there for Jacob Blake, or were they there because they saw a riot and saw it as an opportunity to destroy property and cause chaos? Food for thought.
Shot in the street 7 times in the back in front of their children. And
in front of their children? It was a singular person, so it'd be in front of his children, because the only individual that was shot in this matter was Jacob Blake, so...
Anthony was his friend. It almost tore his heart out. He thought by coming out to peacefully protest was the way to handle things, until police officers fired rubber bullets at him in this field that we're standing in, which pushed them into Sheridan Avenue and on into the militia. The mayor, the police chief, the people who are running the army have blood on their hands today. This isn't just an attack on African Americans. I keep saying that.
Yeah, because this specifically was an attack on African Americans. No white guys shot, but I get what he's trying to say, because Jacob Blake was, the guy who initially kicked off the whole events. Yeah, it's an attack on African Americans. Even though if you watch the video with Jacob Blake, you can clearly see like he was kind of sort of at a low level, because you can't see him on the other side of the car, and then somehow he pops up and then walks around the entire car while police have guns drawn on him, and decides to reach inside the front seat of the car for, I guess, the knife in question. But yeah, we're just not going to talk about that part, I guess.
The thing on January 6th down at the
there it is, January 6th, because CNN and MSNBC told me that was the worst day in American history since 9/11. Yeah, because somebody kicked their feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. Oh no, how dare you put your feet on Massa's desk.
Up in D.C., this is an attack on our diplomacy, on our democracy.
Dumbass don't even know how to fucking talk. This is an attack on our diplomacy. Like, nigga, it don't even sound like you got a fucking diploma. But anyway.
So you can sit back and say it's not your people and it's not us, and let the first domino fall. But
I mean, it's not my people. It's not me. I mean, generally speaking, if I'm in a situation like that with the police, I wouldn't be walking away from them with guns drawn on me. But I mean, I've been pulled over by the police a fair amount of times in my entire life, and I'm still alive today. So, what does that tell you?
This is a direct attack on our democracy and republic that we live in.
I think a lot
It's an attack on our democracy and our republic?
of people are concerned about what happens now. What would your message be to the young people of this community going forward as they react to this verdict?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sing no violin song and say be peaceful. I want everybody to try to be as peaceful as they can. But as Martin Luther King said, there's a check out there that's overdue for African Americans. We made this country the greatest country in the world for 300, 400 years of free slavery.
Huh. Interesting. We made this country the greatest country in the world. All right, cool, bet. So here I got an idea. If niggas are so great at building shit up and, you know, making shit the best that it could possibly be, why don't y'all niggas just branch out? Just find a fucking place in the middle of the United States and just fucking unpopulated state. I don't know, fucking Wyoming, Montana. Why don't y'all just build that shit from the ground up? Create Wakanda. But oh wait, you won't do that because guess what? 9 out of 10 of y'all want to live next to fucking white people. And y'all want to fucking bitch and complain about white people while living next to white people and working for white people. It's weird how that fucking works.
We need ours like yesterday. We need that check cash. We need it brought to our people and cash. This president, Biden and Harris, sold out our
The president that y'all voted for at a rate of almost 90%.
family. Sold out the Floyds and sold out Bianca Austin and the Taylor family. They said they were going to do things to square up what was going on in our African American community and have not. So
And it's your fault for believing that they would because, I don't know, Democrats kind of have a bad track record.
juries like this will continue to happen until the president that we change this state from a red state to a blue state. The first state that he won was here and gave him great momentum to go in there. I didn't need a ticket to go up there to the White House when he got inaugurated. We need to bring something tangible back to our communities. And this was a god-awful sight for the whole world to see the racism, the underbelly of racism that runs throughout this country in every jurisdiction.
Was this an expected verdict? And now that it's happened, how do you explain this to me?
We don't know the intricacies of criminal justice. This is why we fight every day.
And I know my head's in the way. So this guy's name is Bishop Tavis Scott. I don't know if that's because he's an actual bishop, but he works for a company or an organization called the Rainbow Push Coalition. Take that for what you will. The Rainbow Push. Kind of sounds like the gay agenda, but yeah, Rainbow Push, gay agenda kind of sounds synonymous, but I'll let you, yeah.
For criminal justice reform. The judicial bias with this judge, the behavior of this judge, the way he was treated as a defendant. There's not a black or brown defendant in Kenosha County or any other county that can come up actually missing while on bail. After they find him, they release him back on bail. There is not a black or brown defendant who can commingle with other people in nefarious backgrounds and it not be brought into evidence. So,
all right, so who are these nefarious people? Because I'm sure he's going to say white supremacist, or I'm sure he's thinking white supremacist, a bunch of MAGA hat wearing fucking white people. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. But I need to see these pictures. I need to see these text messages. I need to see him logged in on these websites. Like, I need proof, bro. I need proof.
We don't know. Black pastors can't go to a courtroom in Brunswick, Georgia. Black people can't go into the legal proceedings in Charlottesville, Virginia. I mean, the challenge that America has with this verdict is this the country that you want? Because this is not the country that we want. We want equal protection under the law.
No, you don't.
The fact that Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum was white, racism is more deadly than COVID. It is indiscriminate. It doesn't.
In case y'all missed that, I'm gonna play that again.
The fact that Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum was white.
This guy literally defeated his own fucking argument. The fact that they were white, the same fucking color as Kyle Rittenhouse. You fucking idiot. But I guess it's because, you know, he was out there fucking fist in the air and he said nigga. I guess that means he's down with black people. I guess that's what it means.
Racism is more deadly than COVID. It is indiscriminate. It doesn't just affect white people, it affects all of humanity. And our challenge now is to use peace, protest, and civil disobedience to continue to move this forward.
And I like how they have, I guess that's supposed to be a poster board of Kyle Rittenhouse throwing up the OK sign, even though they redubbed it as a white power because, you know, that's the W and that's the P, but I fucking guess. These people are fucking weird.
We must continue to fight for equal protection under the law. This verdict is outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous.
How does the rest of the country, or should the rest of the country, view what happened here today in Kenosha? And Justin, we'll go to you first.
Well, see, it sets precedence. That's what people don't understand. By them saying you could shoot the DOJ under a Democratic president, said it was okay to shoot my nephew 7 times in the back. Well, if it happened here, if somebody does it in St. Louis or say Michigan, will be okay. So now that they said this young man can carry a weapon, which was illegal at 17,
Actually, it was very legal at 17, but oh my god. It's actually the only weapon he could have at 17 besides a shotty, but we won't get into that. He can't own a fucking pistol yet because reasons.
threw that out and shot 2 people, murdered 2 people, 17. They threw that out and shot 2 people, murdered 2 people, and shot a 3rd. And that's okay. Where? What?
It's okay because those 3 individuals aggressed on him first. They attacked him. I mean, he should have also shot that black dude that fucking tried to kick him or did kick him. I don't fucking know. Like, from one angle, it looked like he blocked the kick with the fucking rifle, but from another angle, it looked like the dude kicked him in his chest, kind of, sort of. So, I don't know. I mean, if he would have shot him, then it would have been a real uproar, because then he would have shot a black dude, because that dude was black. But in my opinion, he should have shot his dumb ass. Like, shit. Like, all right, cool, bet. You gonna try to run up and kick me and I got this gun? I would have fucking been out there playing Duck Hunt.
What is our world upside down?
Call it nigga hunt. Nah, let me stop. They would have really called this man racist for that one.
So we have to keep our poise about ourselves. We have to continue to work together. We were down at the Federal Building in Chicago marching with the Haitians. We're going to be with the Jamaicans. We're going to be with the Ghanaians and the African Americans.
Most of those people don't even genuinely like African Americans, so you know what? Never mind.
You have made a coalition that you cannot take apart. It would take us a minute and a little more fight to get what we came for. But once we capture that prize, we're going to change the world.
You know, this verdict emboldens the white supremacists. It emboldens the insurrections, the insurrectionists, January 6th.
Of course, they got it. They can't fucking go without mentioning January 6th. Oh my God.
And those who want to suppress criminal justice and suppress black and brown people. The fact of the
There's no such thing as black and brown people. Sorry to break it to you, my guy. Black people and most of the people that are considered brown, they don't want nothing to do with y'all niggas if we're being completely fucking honest.
matter is, this is not the America that we have for. This is not the America that Dr. King dreamed of. And
of course not, because y'all motherfuckers bitching about race too goddamn much. I guarantee you, if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X if they just literally fucking just came back today, Ito Tensei style, fucking, they would not be bitching and moaning like you fucking liberals are, because they wanted a fucking society where they can go to whatever restaurant they wanted to, ride in whatever seat on public transportation they wanted to, be able to walk into a fucking office or a building and be able to apply for the job without being immediately dismissed because of the color of their skin. Yeah, they wouldn't be bitching like you guys are today. black people can do damn near anything white people can do, but the thing about it is most of y'all niggas is lazy and think shit should be fucking handed to you. So miss me with the bullshit, bro.
We have to continue to mobilize, organize, use peace, protest, and civil disobedience to move our nation forward. This is a sad day, but we as a people have learned how to do one thing. We've learned how to turn our pain into power.
Bishop Grant, you have been meeting with community groups here in Kenosha for the last...
All right, that's enough of this shit. I'm fucking getting tired of these stupid ass niggas. All right, and then last but not least, let's see what the black feminist of Twitter had to say. All right, so from Miss Ida B. Wells, or is it Ida Bay Wells? I think it's I'm gonna just say Ida B because technically the first letter of that is a B, so fuck it. So her dumbass tweeted, "In this country, you can even kill white people and get away with it if those white people are fighting for black lives. This is the legacy of 1619." And so to that, I would say, Miss Ida Wells, how sure are you that those white people that were killed and the other that was shot, how sure are you that they were really there for black people? Or are you making that assumption just because they can show up to a quote-unquote Black Lives Matter fucking protest or riot or rally or whatever the fuck you want to call it and just stand there, maybe holding their fist in the air and walking around and fucking chanting, "Ooh, yep, that really shows you're in support of black people. Nothing like walking and yelling with your fucking arm in the air. Yeah, that's really good for black people." Yeah, how would we ever survive if these white individuals weren't marching along with us in the name of social justice? Like, I don't know. I mean, a good majority of the blacks did it back in the day during the civil rights era, but I don't know. It's weird. The blacks nowadays fucking need white people to fucking support them. It's fucking creepy. And then, last but not least, Jamel Hill. And she says, "The Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, comma, that several states have enacted laws that allow motorist immunity if they hit protesters with their cars, is about this country's addiction to maintaining white supremacy at all costs. It's on brand and in line with who America has always been." Huh? Really? So I'm just gonna take this little white supremacy thing apart real quick, because first of all, bitch, you wouldn't even be relevant if it wasn't for white people. So again, we have another black fucking person, this time a liberal black female, complaining about white people who nobody would know who the fuck you are if you weren't given a job and status by white people. But we just not gonna talk about that. But this is the type of female that I fucking hate. I'm just going to sit around and complain about white people, but meanwhile, I owe everything I have to fucking white people. It's fucking stupid. It's like AOC fucking talking about, oh, all white men are evil, meanwhile she's fucking sleeping with one every fucking night.
Got him!
But these fucking people are clowns. Oh my god. Like, this is fucking sad. This literally just goes to show the liberal blacks, the black leftists, they are literally stuck on a fucking plantation, a mental fucking plantation, and their Democrat / liberal white overlords are the fucking slave masters, because they take everything they fucking say as fucking gospel, and if you deviate from that, you are everything but black. Coon, house nigga, fucking all the other bullshit. So, yeah, it's fucking weird. But, I mean, it is what it is. At this point, I mean, what can you do? You can't fucking save them all. But, I mean, hey, the reason why I made this channel was to inspire conversations and just to get discussions going. So, with that, guys, leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm almost at 400 subs, so, hey, we're making progress. Inching ever so close to that 1,000 subs. Golly, help me become a better pro-black so I can reach 1,000 subs and start taking money from the white man. But with that, it's been your boy Jerice back with another episode of Real Talk. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.
Whoa, dude. This fucking nerdy man needs to stop with all these hard bangers, bro. People that change the world are frightening.